Oh, good evening, everybody. This is Thursday night political hot seat. We have a candidate here for District 4 Commissioner, and I like to let you know that this is a live call-in show at 727-8750, 727-8750. Also, we have it on Facebook and email and all that other stuff. Anyway, I don't know nothing about that stuff, but anyhow, there's something I'd like to address to begin with. Since this show started, I have been the one who has had the candidates come on. I have done the scheduling. I announced all the time, anybody from any party running for any position was allowed to call me and I would schedule them. Now I heard Monday night that I'm unfair and that we're going to be sued and all this other crap they come up with. And I'm going to use that word. I know it's not nice to be on TV. But anyway, I did the best to get as many people on as possible. There's only so many Thursday nights. And if you didn't call and didn't get on the schedule before the primary, it's not my fault. It's your fault. So anyway, also, I was fronted by somebody Monday night while I was at work who really had big thoughts about my manhood, which is none of his business. Only my wife will tell you about that. But anyway, he also wanted to change the show over to where everybody could come in and bitch and all they want. He also told me what I should do with Vern Van Winkle and flip him off and walk out. Well, you know what? Channel 46 is putting this show on for free. This is for the candidates. This isn't for every crybaby to come out and voice their opinion about what they like about Channel 46 or who they like running in that. And I will tell you that this is primarily people who are against Rick Marshall. I'll use his name. But the thing is nobody has the rights to tell me at my work what they think of me and use profanity while they're inside the business that I run. So therefore, I don't appreciate it. I know who you are. You guys know who I am. And if you got anything to say to me, I'll be more than happy. You come up and say, talk to me outside of 46 here, or you talk to me outside of there. I will not stand for any threats, nor will I have anybody telling me how I should run this show. And Mr. Van Winkle has let me do it basically almost all my way. And the only time we had a special on about anybody was after the arrest of Rick Marshall, and we had a special on there. So anyway, I just want everybody out there to know that I've done this the best I could to have as many candidates as I can on, considering it's Thursday nights. I've had one or two cancel because of personal reasons, such as a death in the family and that. Outside of that, I've been very fair to everybody. I don't care what party you're in. I will not treat you with disrespect. I respect everybody that's running. And for the people who said what they said to me, all they had to do is put up $100 and they could have been on this show. But, they didn't want to sign up. They didn't want to run. So don't come around now trying to get your picture on TV. So anyway, we are here with, should I go to Deanna and let her explain how we get all this computer stuff done, or should I announce who's here?
Whatever you want to do there, Bill.
All right, well, the candidate is for District 4 Commissioner, and it's Gary Bergman. And welcome to the show. Glad you're here.
Appreciate it.
Well, Bill, like you said, you're in charge, so I'm going to leave it up to you. We are just a side note here as to Bill Garlow's show, which is Political Hot Seat, which is a live call-in show. You can give us a call if you would like to ask Gary Bergman, or if you want to threaten Bill Garlow, you can do that too at 727-8750. And I do have to say that, please, everybody out there, I know that political season is a hot time and everything like that, but try to behave and make Trump proud. We're going to turn it back over to Gary Bergman, who's running for Nye County Commissioner in District 4, and of course Bill Garlow. And if you would like to come on the show, I think you're going to be continuing this, aren't you, Bill? After the primary too as well, you might even kick it up and have a couple more shows?
Well, after the primary, probably, I'm going to just guess, probably the first month, like June, everybody's going to be probably following for the recounts, and everybody's going to be claiming why they won or lost, and and so June will probably be a slow month on Thursday nights. I would like to have Susan Hochek come on the first Thursday night so we could go over what the town's doing and give an idea of what we thought, who won and who lost, and maybe why. But the thing is there, like I said, there's only so many Thursday nights. If you get into July to November, there's only going to be so many. I already have people booking up who are confident that they're going to be in the general, booking up months, weeks through those months. So if you win the primary or you're, one of the top two, please let me know. And whatever, I'll tell you what dates are open and you can sign up for it. That's as fair as I can be with anybody. And like I said, don't make any difference what party. It don't make any difference what party I'm in. I'm here to respect the person who is attempting to run, who feels that they have something to share with the people of Nye County or to help Nye County. And now we're here with Mr. Bergman. This is his time. He's been so nice to let me use up some of his time on this show. But anyway, Mr. Bergman, welcome to the show. And why are you running?
Well, I've been involved in a lot of stuff since the '77. I started seeing things, and being in construction, I was always traveling. I never had a chance to really get involved or stayed in one area. And when I moved out here,
All right. We got a
Caller?
Stephanie on the phone. We're going to take her right away because we actually need to turn down the volume there a little bit.
Right.
And so, Stephanie, if you'd like to ask Gary Bergman a question, go ahead. Is she there?
Ronnie, I really appreciate Bill Darrell and Channel 46 for what they've done. Anybody with any sense does, which probably isn't the case with this idiot that called Bill out, because that is just absolutely not the right thing to do. And I just want to let you all know I appreciate all your time and your hard work to keep us informed as to what's going on. I watch every week, and I'm glad to hear that it's going to stay on.
And Stephanie, you've heard them say many times that if you're a candidate, if you want to come on the show, give Bill a call, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't held anything against anybody for any party or whatsoever. And I've treated every candidate that comes in here the same. No matter who I'm going to vote for is my business, and anybody else's business, it's not. So I will vote for who I want, and I'm not going to announce it on TV or anything like that.
Well, let's give this candidate over here, Gary Bergman, his time right now.
Right. Stephanie must be gone. Anyway, back to why. Why are we doing this?
well, I was asked by some concerned citizens, as they call themselves, Donna Cox and her husband and some of her membership that known me and thought I had the potential and what it took to get involved in politics. I never had thought about it. I just knew there was a need for people that are that want to treat the voters, taxpayers, like when I was in contracting. They'd be treated like my client. I'd always try to find something that I could do to better the job for them. Like if I saw something that needed replaced, I would replace it or make a recommendation. I wouldn't just go by the bid and say that's it. Same way if I'm in government, I'm going to research it carefully and show them the alternatives before I make a decision on anything.
Well, see, that's the thing a lot of people get lost on is, like, I was asked a couple of questions about some things that's just recently been voted on. I said, I don't know all the facts. Say, I don't know why a person voted this way or that way or if it would have been good or bad until I see all the paperwork on it. But, I mean, that's the only right way to do it.
That's it. And I can't make a decision on something until I study what that the NRS is.
Right.
Like, there's been a commissioner that made a decision to vote, and then after she voted, she said, "What did I vote on?"
Right.
So
yeah, well, there's a lot of cases like that people get led.
I think we have that problem up in Washington too a lot.
Oh, we got a big problem up in
Yeah,
Washington.
let's pass the bill and then we'll see what's in it.
Yeah, well, we don't want to get into that.
Yeah, let's keep it local.
Yeah, let's keep it. I have people ask me about that, and I say, hell, we have a hard enough time right here in Nye County. I can't solve that problem.
Oh, yeah.
I
We have a
can't.
caller on the line. Paul, he has a question about the roads. Paul?
Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, hello.
Paul, are you there? There you go.
Yeah,
There
I'm
we
here.
Can we have your question for Gary Bergman here?
It's kind of echoing in the back, but my thing is that they never bring up this topic of how we're going to fix these roads in town. They're running and doing all this other stuff, but now for a good example, Simpson Park, they fixed that all up, but to get to that park, your car gets tore up because that road's been patched so many times. Now they put a new basketball court in the back, but what about the road? Homestead is very bad, and where does all this money going to fix the roads? I mean, we have Rubenstein in town. I know we're paying road tax or something in our taxes, but some of these roads really need to be addressed because it's a safety hazard. Cars get torn up, your tires. It's just the longer it waits, the more it's going to get worse. I mean, they should address the ones that are mostly traveled on. In Simpkins, all school buses go down there, boom, 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 boom. There's potholes every time. And also, like Homestead, but I wish somebody would go around and in Vegas they fix the roads all the time.
I can answer this for you, Paul. Recently, NDOT came out here with our Assemblyman James Oscarson and actually took a tour of the roads with Public Works David Fanning and county commissioners, and did a kind of a survey to see how many people were using the roads and what roads needed the most attention. They did come to the conclusion that some of the roadways, especially the problem that we have when there's no side of the road, and the reason why that's such a big problem is because of the rollovers that happen when we don't have any sides and you just have the actual line on the roads and it drops into dirt. They're trying to pay more attention to those right away because those actually cause deaths. And they do have them in some of the budgets, I believe, for Homestead, and they did go around town and kind of pick which ones needed the most attention right now. But Gary, would you like to add to that?
Well, I'd have to research it. I know we have problems here, and one thing I saw I would like to have done, if the budget allows it, is start putting shoulders on some of the main roads, because you're seeing people on bicycles, you're seeing people in their electric wheelchairs, their little three-wheel scooters, motorcycles, that are, they need to be onto the shoulder. And I think a paved deal, and in fact, I don't know why we don't allow electric golf carts if we had these paved shoulders be used like some of the cities in Arizona.